It's that time of year again. Take a break from the daily grind. Share a meal. Thanksgiving episode of Smackdown. This Thursday on UPN.
Coming on traditionally one of the toughest TV nights of the year, with the past 2 years seen and drawing by far the lowest rated shows in the brand's history with consecutive 3.3 ratings. The fourth Thanksgiving Smackdown special in the now tradition for the brand on Thursday nights saw the company attempting to offset the expected viewership drop by promoting Scott Steiner's TV debut on the Smackdown brand, with the show in addition to the advertised Steiner appearance kicking off with another surprise WCW-related debut with Ernest The Cat Miller replacing Tazz on commentary for the night, set up on short notice with Tazz taking the week off due to a family emergency near the Tuesday TV taping to result in Cat as the same character of his 2000 Commissioner WCW run getting a chance to perhaps get a permanent deal in the company after already working several dark matches in recent months, with Smackdown opening with a follow-up of Lesnar's attack on Heyman from last Thursday, with Stephanie officially announcing his suspension to kick him out of the building, using the suspension angle to work around Lesnar's legit injuries with him still not cleared to return to the ring for the next 2 weeks, seeing the first half hour which included the Lesnar-Stephanie segment followed by an Edge and Mysterio vs Hardy and Cena tag match going 7 minutes, opening the Thanksgiving Smackdown with 4.1 million viewers, among the lowest rated half hours in its history, but due to several shows in the past year being hit with multiple major market preemptions along with one episode airing on the toughest TV night of the year on July 4th, the 4.1 million viewers total was still above 4 half hours in 2002 along with expectedly the entire broadcast on the 4th of July. After the near-record low opening audience, SmackDown picked up strong over the next 30 minutes, first with Scott Steiner's limousine arriving to the Carolina Center to make his first ever appearance on the SmackDown brand, with the company as part of the build-up to his brand signing advertising Steiner to appear on both SmackDown and Raw house show tours over the next month, both to potentially boost attendance and to continue the intrigue of the TV angle with the competition for his signing, with his first non-televised appearance set for the December 7th SmackDown show in Hamilton and what is also set to be his first wrestling match in the company in nearly a decade, with him advertised on the tour for singles matches against both Hardy and Cena, with SmackDown outside the Ernest Miller appearance also featuring another surprise with Fabulous Moolah meeting Stephanie backstage to set up an impromptu match against a mystery opponent in front of her hometown crowd in Columbia, South Carolina, seeing the show jumping from 4.1 to 4.8 million viewers between 8:30 to 9 p.m. driven by the peak segment of the night crossing over the top of the hour with Ernest Miller in his first promo in front of the WWE TV audience, hosting a Torrie Wilson vs Dawn Marie fashion show ending with the traditional Thanksgiving food fight, this time in the ring with Torrie going over to continue the build to the eventual Al Wilson and Dawn wedding ceremony in hopes of it matching expectations of previous similar angles with a massive viewership boost for the storyline payoff in the next several weeks, seeing the segment with Cat's WWE debut along with the following angle peaking the night midway through the show at the 5 million viewers range. With no main event officially announced for the show outside Big Show and Moolah both being told that they're scheduled for title matches, along with the background angle of Lesnar buying a ticket from a scalper outside the building, SmackDown's top match of the night saw the Guerreros defending the tag belts against Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit in a match going 17 minutes over 2 quarters between 9 to 9:30 p.m. seeing it averaging 4.6 million viewers, slightly above the show's average, with the second hour overall, which is still set to feature the hyped debut of Steiner on the brand, increasing from the first hour to 4.7 million viewers, with the November 25 to 28 week of WWE television after the past several months of huge viewership gaps between the brands never seen in the business for two primetime shows promoted with equal billing under the same company. Due to the circumstances with SmackDown falling on a holiday night and the Raw brand after big swings in the past 2 weeks holding up at its recent average, seeing Raw slightly outdrawing SmackDown in total viewers for the first time since early August with slight margin of 4.62 million viewers compared to 4.56 million for SmackDown on the night, with the slight Raw victory also coming entirely as a result of the much lower than usual opening quarter as the rest of the SmackDown show still held the lead with both shows having a similar peak right at the 5 million viewers range, with Angle and Benoit against the Guerreros putting on their usual strong performance in the two-segment match with Eddie and Chavo retaining the titles while continuing to set up Angle's babyface turn and the eventual Benoit vs Angle singles feud. After not being seen since drawing Raw's most watched segment in over 3 months the day after Survivor Series on November 18, Scott Steiner made his SmackDown debut to a big reaction in his second WWE TV appearance to continue the build to the reveal of his eventual brand, taking out Jamie Noble before hyping his decision to join neither Raw or SmackDown with segments with Bischoff and Stephanie on both shows set for the next week of television. Seeing Steiner's drawing streak continuing as despite only appearing for a few minutes in a commercial-heavy quarter between 9:30 to 45 p.m., bumping the final half hour with a joint show high of over 4.9 million viewers, with Steiner doing his first major interview as a WWE performer on the Bite This Internet show last Friday talking about the massive crowd reaction he got at the Garden to preview his upcoming run with the company, saying that he never had a problem with Vince McMahon and he left on good terms in his last run in 1993 despite leaving after 10 months when he still had a 3-year contract, saying that he wasn't ready to retire when WCW ended in March 2001 so coming to WWE was only the natural choice, while again shutting down rumors of his alleged loose cannon reputation towards the end of the company saying that he never got in anybody's way and problems only begun when someone tried to mess with him as he doesn't like being swerved in political games, with one of the main issues that delayed Steiner's signing in the past year coming up in his back and foot injuries with Steiner responding that injuries play a role in the business but he is working through it and he's coming in top physical shape, closing the interview with a potential hint for one of the most anticipated matches in the business when asked about his first impression of Brock Lesnar with similarities between their collegiate wrestling background and in-ring styles, saying that he only saw Lesnar's match against Show at the Garden and was impressed with the F5 spot while as the master of the suplex saying that hip strength training is the key in the move with him also suplexing Paul White over 5 years earlier, with SmackDown's main event after not officially announcing it for over an hour, ending up with Big Show and Moolah both walking to the ring with 6 minutes left in the show for a Show vs Moolah title match, setting up Brock returning to the building to take out Show with the Thanksgiving SmackDown while taking the expected hit on the holiday night still holding up relatively strong above several other shows during the year at 4.6 million viewers.